at 140, 150 to get here by 3? That's shocking. No shot!
No one in front, no one behind, just us.
Remember you sitting outside the boat, you're looking across and going and looking. No one's out there. It's us.
Good morning, my name is Steven. I'm joined by my Uncle Brian here, and him and I are doing a cruise together. Just the two of us, and we are definitely pulling it real close here. We're
where are we going? Right here, right?
Yeah, parking, I think. Not sure where we're going. We're gonna park here for the first time and see how that whole thing goes. But I already tell you, make sure you show up early. Don't be late like us. They just closed the porters, so they're not actually taking the luggage right now. We're gonna have to walk on board Uncle Brian's luggage, which we'll see how that goes. I don't know if they're gonna deal with that. Man, we are late. We are late.
Pretty cool, right?
Yes, sir. And I was like, man, I'm going on this boat. It's good content.
Thank you.
Keep it up.
Get this open. Not even 5 minutes on this ship and we've already been recognized. Thank you for watching the video. As always, we had a little bit of a mishap. Unfortunately, Uncle's scooter was not working. It's still not working. We're not really sure why, so we had to get a wheelchair, and that was kind of a whole mess. And then on top of that, the luggage, the porter service not being open meant that we had to carry on our bags, which was just a lot more things. I couldn't carry a camera, couldn't shoot. Apologize for that. I did want to show somewhat of the boarding process, but to be honest, it's exactly the same. Nothing's really changed. Same thing to get on. The only difference is now they don't give you a wristband because the safety protocols have changed. But let me explore the ship a little bit more before I kind of get into what the safety protocols are going to be like, because I'm not too fully aware of them. But I do know we don't have to wear a mask all the time on board, which is really exciting. It's optional. We got settled in the room for like maybe 3 minutes, and now it's time to go back down and do the safety drill or the muster station drill or whatever you call it. I don't know. There's a million ways to call it. Same process. Hop on your phone, watch the video, listen to the horn, check in at the station. We didn't do this when we got on board because we just wanted to get to the room. So now we're gonna go do it. I feel bad because last time I was the first one to do it. This time we'll probably be like the last. Or we got on like 3:40,
yeah.
Which all aboard is 3:30. So we cut it a little close, but there was a few people behind us. The workers downstairs in the port said that even though we were late, we actually had all our documentation, and typically those that are late have nothing. So there's that. Actually, that was really quick. I didn't even film it. I just scanned the card and we're all good. We're back in guest services for a really interesting problem. So when we went to go sign in Uncle Brian for his Wi-Fi, his name was spelled wrong and his birth year was incorrect. He was 2 years younger, and now he's Brian with the P instead of Brian with the B. I've never seen that problem before. That's a really interesting one. This has just been a really rough start to a cruise. Gosh, I don't even know what to say about that one. That's just so different. They said someone at the port must have messed up punching it in.
At the terminal.
At the terminal.
Well, if this happens, this is what you need to do.
So if your Wi-Fi isn't working, you can't sign in, it might be because your name is incorrect. Go to guest services and get it fixed, I guess.
To get on the boat for what we started, leaving the house at 1:50 on a Friday to get to San Pedro to the boat of the Navigator of the Seas in an hour and 10 minutes is pretty good. All this little stuff is crazy. It's just very unlucky. That's what's going on there.
We did make it back to the room, and then actually we called housekeeping, and they ended up taking the scooter and they're gonna take it to the workshop and try and make it work. So kudos to Royal in trying to help us out and trying to get that scooter working, because unfortunately they did not have any more rentals. If you didn't know, you could get electric scooters for rent ahead of time, but they don't have any left. It's already been sold out.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Captain James.
Still Captain James on board. That's crazy.
At this time, I thank you for your cooperation in completing your mandatory safety briefing.
We're still on this, huh?
There are a few more final safety points we must cover. Immediately following this announcement, the emergency signal will be sounded. Now it's time to get back and enjoy your cruise vacation.
Yep, kudos to Royal for taking it and trying to see if they can make it work. I really appreciate that, because it would be a really rough situation if Uncle can't get a scooter to walk around in, or to ride around in, because walking around he will be severely inhibited. It's time to go up and eat something, because I haven't eaten all day. Uncle, have you eaten?
No.
So we haven't eaten anything at all, because we were waiting to get aboard, and after a long our dealing with guest services, I think a taco sounds great.
Yep, I think so. Very good tacos. Carnitas.
Already we're off to a good start. A local fresh has probably got to be my favorite. How can that be? It's better than last time.
I think it's better than last time.
A lot better than last time, 100%. Best way to start off, Bruce. El Loco Fresh. It's free, and it's tacos. It's awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Have a great cruise. Always meeting new friends. Also, you can't hear because there's music because there's actually a sail-away party. I do apologize that I can't put copyright music in the videos anymore, but the dance party was a lot of fun. I think you can guess on some of the songs that we're playing given on the dances, but it is so nice to have a dance party to kick off the sailing. And the crew member that was leading it, she was amazing. I don't even know how to describe it, but she was out there leading and energizing the crowd and making people want to stay and get out there and dance. Glad to be back. It's kind of weird being on the same ship twice. Never done that before. Never been on a ship so many times before, at least, but I am happy to be back aboard Navigator of the Seas. I'm just kind of ranting at this point. I just really want to say that that sail-away party was great, and I'm glad that Royal's doing them again. Whew, just another thing to look forward to now that cruising is starting to come back to normal. I just want to give a big shout out to Oliver, the bartender. He's still here aboard the Navigator of the Seas from like 4 months ago when I was on board. He's still here. That is amazing. And he still remembered me. 4 months, I think, you know, I'm not that memorable of a person, but somehow, by some miracle, Oliver, he remembers a slight few guests from every cruise, and I was lucky enough to be one of them. Yeah, we're gonna be hanging out with Oliver a lot on this cruise, trust me. The Schooner Bar is gonna be my favorite bar. Unfortunately, the good music that was in the last one isn't gonna be there this time, but hey, it's okay. I just wanted to know, we're finally setting sail. It's 6:30, it's a little late. We were supposed to leave quite a while ago, unfortunately. Things happened. Customs held us up for whatever reason, but thankfully the ship didn't leave early because I definitely would not have made it on board, so it works out for us. We have a long 3 nights. Yes, we're doing another weekend cruise. I don't know if I mentioned it, but 3 nights aboard Navigator of the Seas. It's gonna be fantastic. I am looking forward to it so much. I am exhausted. I do apologize for the lack of energy. It happens when I have a lack of sleep, because today I had to wake up at 4:30 to get to work at 5 a.m. to get on over to port. That's why we were so late. It worked. We're here. Everything's going to plan. I mean, it was a little shaky at first, but we're here nevertheless, and we're looking out, and we're gonna see, well, I mean, we see an amazing sunset already. It's, whew, oh man, it's a breathtaking view. Goodbye, San Pedro. We will see you in a very long time. So much time before it happens. The longest 3 nights ever, even longer than the last time we went on a cruise, way longer. We're gonna forget what San Pedro even looks like. That's how long it's gonna be. I am super excited for this voyage. We're gonna be in Ensenada on day 3, but tomorrow's a sea day, which, as you know, I love sea days. Goodbye, San Pedro. We'll see you very soon, but not too soon, of course. Star Lounge. There's Star Wars trivia. Is this Disney Cruise? Nope, but it's still got Star Wars trivia, so we're gonna do it because I feel like I should be qualified. Maybe, but we're going solo on this one. Han Solo.
Oh yes, and yeah, oh thank you, check that out. Oh wait, let me breathe in. There you go. Yes, I personally made these trivia, ladies and gentlemen, so make some noise. Where are all my fellow Star Wars nerds here? Yeah! Welcome, if you aren't here,
Always making friends.
They'll appear in the screen.
Hey, yo, let's go.
So let's
Let
do
him on
this.
board.
Question
We're gonna take this and beat this
number
trivia. He's actually got,
At
he's
the beginning of
decked out.
episode 4,
So
a new hope.
if we lose, it's all his fault.
Hey, wait.
All right. Ooh, easy question. Name the character. Yeah. Underscores my first, and let's find out who the winner is. By show of hands, keep them up in the air. Who's got the perfect score of 22? What?
No way.
You got 19? Nah, let me check. That's not what I meant. I said to my wife if we could do our first dance as a lightsaber duel. She said absolutely not. But again, then eventually she brought the lightsaber. She surprised me with the lightsabers, and we did like this nice cute lightsaber duel by the beach. And it was really nice. That's when I knew I married the right one. We agreed that the loser would wash the dishes. Yeah. And that's why I joined crickets.
Well, that was an awesome trivia by Carlos. He actually made it himself, which actually really shows. It shows. He's an amazing crew staff member who actually decided to take time out of his day to create a Star Wars trivia, because I wasn't on the last time I was aboard. I saw it and I knew immediately I had to do it, and I am so happy I did. We were joined by someone we met on board, which is really awesome, but he has gone off and done other things. Hopefully we'll see him around more often, but he actually saw one of my videos early on Navigator, so that's pretty awesome. We're running into friends all over the place. I was a little worried because Uncle Brian is, I do love him. He's my uncle, of course. I do get along with him, but he wouldn't be the kind of person to go to these trivias with me, go to shows, hang out. He's kind of the guy that kick back, relax, people watch, and chill for a while. So he's not too active of a person, as you may notice, especially since his electric scooter is not working at the moment, which we're still hoping that it comes back from the workshop and that it's all good and new and that we can actually use it for the rest of the cruise, because if not, it's going to be really rough for Uncle Brian to actually navigate around. But for now, it's 7 o'clock, so we're going to go ahead and head up to the room, check on Uncle Brian, see how he's doing, and then we'll see what to do from there. Our dining time is 8 p.m., so we have a little bit of time. So I actually walked into Windjammer just to take a look, because it wasn't open last time I was aboard. There wasn't enough passengers is what I was told. So Windjammer was closed for dinner. And which made me really sad, because I do like Windjammer for dinner every once in a while. But I was walking in just to take a look because I saw it was open, just to see what was here. And we have dinner in the main dining room in like 20 minutes. But I saw that they have a stir fry section, and of course I definitely do love stir fry, especially when it's fresh and they make it right in front of you. Sorry, Uncle, I meant to come up to you and grab you, but I just couldn't help myself. It looked so good. Last time I was on Ovation of the Seas, the buffet had that stir fry option, and it was amazing. One of my favorites. So I'm hoping just as good, if not better. There's nothing like having it made in front of you. And you can customize what vegetables, what meat you want, or no meat if you prefer it. I'm really happy. This is my snack before dinner. But as far as the other options in Windjammer, it actually looks pretty good. I'd recommend it. It's pretty empty. There's not that many people here. I found a nice little corner to myself. Works perfect for me. I wouldn't skip out on Windjammer, especially if you don't like the time that you have to take in the main dining room. Sometimes if you just want a quick meal, this is it. And I think from the options that I saw, Windjammer is going to be a pretty good option for dinner at least. All right, we've found Uncle and we're heading down to dinner, even though I just ate stir fry. It was good. I think it was worth it. 100% I would do that again. In fact, I'm thinking about doing it again. Oh boy. Oh man, everyone's coming at the same time. Well, it feels good to be back in the main dining room here aboard Navigator of the Seas. Let's see how it is. I think it's the same menu as last time, though, I'll be honest. Not really looking forward to that, but hey, we just gotta find where table 616 is. Not sure what this is. Thank you. But it's good to see you again.
Camera.
Good to know you're still aboard, Raj.
Always.
Perfect, thank you.
Navigator is
so
my
much.
ship.
Have a good day. Thank you.
That was awesome. We got Raj to come by and visit us really quickly just to say hi and set something up for a future sailing that the family's doing. I'm not doing it, but the family is. And he was nice enough. I know he's busy down there on deck 3. He's doing my time. So we're not in his section, but he still came up and said hi, which is pretty awesome.
Man, that's a little rare there.
Wow. You can send it back. It's okay.
No, I'll try it.
Have you tried theirs yet?
No.
You haven't had theirs yet?
No.
Oh, I had this twice last time. I'm curious if it gets the uncle approval. Probably not, huh?
Yeah, that's a little rare there.
Send it back. Here you got to get it one more. If you like it medium rare, get it medium.
It's pretty good.
Is it?
Yeah.
There. So anyone that doubted me last time, was the prime rib any good? It's good.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Of course, for me, I figured it out. I should just get rice ahead of time. given that the potatoes are generally always going to have dairy in it because that's how mashed potatoes are, I'm used to it. Oh, for those of you who are new, I do have a dairy allergy, so I can't have any dairy, so that includes butter, milk, all that stuff. So generally I have to order a special, but I figured it out. I'm getting better at this. I just got to get rice instead of potatoes and just go from there. So I'll take one bite on camera because I always do this. Ceremonial. This is going to be amazing. Some of the best prime rib at sea. If you're on Navigator first night, you like prime rib, this is it. Never had prime rib, and you're not sure if you're going to like it, I guarantee you, try it. It's amazing. Even Uncle says it's good, and that's when you know it's good. Even though I had the stir fry, still had to finish that prime rib. It was so good. But I am so full right now. I'm skipping dessert, but of course, Uncle, he's got to get dessert.
The chocolate cake.
I wish I could have it, but honestly, even if I could, I am too full.
Okay, I'm dipping in. It doesn't even seem like it's finished because it's so moist. That's how smooth it is. Woo! My eyes are watering.
Okay, so I'll be honest, I really wasn't planning on getting any dessert, but we have to. Our server walked up and basically said, we have a non-dairy dessert for you, blueberry cobbler. I didn't try this last time I was on board. I felt like I tried every dessert possible throughout 10 days. I figured I would have tried everything, but nope. There's one more I missed, so I had to get it. Even though I don't know I could take a bite, but we have to. To be honest, the requirement's gonna be you need to like blueberry and oats, because that's what's topped with it. It's good, it's warm. You could use a non-dairy ice cream, but they don't have that on board. Not my favorite, but not the worst. There's definitely much worse than this. I will probably have a few more bites. We're just meeting new friends on board and I just want to get them in really quickly, so.
Hey! How's it going?
Say happy birthday to who?
Happy birthday, Ebony! I love your channel!
Oh, thank you so much. I'm sorry that you're sleeping right now. They're all having an amazing dinner without you.
Yes.
Probably an even better dinner without her. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
An amazing night in the main dining room. I had to get them in. One of them came up to me during dinner and said hey, and they watched the vlogs, and that made me really happy, so we had to get them in. Unfortunately, the one that they're celebrating like a birthday for isn't even here. Apparently, back at the room sleeping. What a great way to celebrate your birthday, I suppose, but hey, I can't judge. I want to be back in my room sleeping, but thank you so much for watching the vlogs. It means so much to me. I'm glad I was able to get all of you in. What are we going to do now? I don't even have any.
We're gonna go in there.
We're going to go to the casino?
No, it's just walk around.
Yeah, it's 9:13. We got finished up with dinner pretty quickly, actually. I was pretty impressed.
Yeah.
Usually it takes like an hour and a half to maybe 2. We got through hour and 13. Amazing dinner. What would you say is the best?
It was the best out of the 7-10 days I've been here. So the 11th day was the best.
Yeah, it only took 11 days. 11 times the charm, right? But tomorrow, we're changing it up a little bit. For the first time, we're not going to be in the main dining room for dinner. I'm looking forward to that. I am. Just got out of Casino Royale, and I have gotten questions about it. Yes, Casino Royale is happening. There's a lot going on. You can go there, and it's going to be a blast, especially if you love donating money to, winning money on board cruise ships. Unfortunately, they don't like me recording. Now, I'm sure you've probably seen many videos where they have recorded in there or whatnot, you know. I just want to remind you of one thing. I have a really big, obnoxious camera that you can see a mile away, where most people are typically shooting on a phone or a smaller camera, and they don't really care. But I've been told a few times by the casino host, and when it's closed, I can go for it, but when it's open, I should stay away. And by no means am I trying to pick a fight with the casino. That's why I never show anything in the casino. I'm sorry. So we met a few more friends on the way out that watched the videos, and they said hi. Oh my gosh, give me a moment, I need to reset. Oh man, stairs are my enemy. Anyways, on my way out from the casino, we met a few friends on board. Thank you so much for watching. It's been such a blast meeting some of you and saying hi. I appreciate you watching the videos. I hope that they helped. Hope that you enjoyed them. I hope you're enjoying them right now if you're coming back. But I just want to give you a shout out. Thank you for saying hi. Thank you for watching. All right, time to continue with the stairs. And we made it back to the cabin. We're gonna do a cabin tour because we didn't talk about this at all. Welcome to a junior suite handicap room. Now, if you don't know, a junior suite is basically a slightly bigger cabin with no benefits of being a suite. That's why it's called a junior suite. Then, if you didn't know, they have accessible handicap rooms, in which we are in one right now. First things first, starting all the way up from the beginning, we have a nice walk-in closet with a lot of space. You could actually be in it. I have some pretty decent room in here. Like, there's a mirror and everything. It's kind of nice. I don't know what this does though, I'll be honest. Good amount of shelves, perfect if you need space, and of course accessible so you could kind of roll yourself into it with a wheelchair. Nice closet. Then for the bathroom, we have a nice, pretty spacious bathroom. Accessible, that means you have a lot of space to work with, because when you have a wheelchair, it is harder to navigate around some of those really tight cabins. If you use a wheelchair or a scooter, make sure you actually get a handicap or accessible room, so that way you could actually kind of work around in that room, or else it's gonna be a nightmare to get through a small regular cabin. Cool thing is, you have the space again. Whew, nice roll-in shower. There's nothing blocking from rolling right in. Then they have a stool you can bring right down. The shower can be lowered really low for those that still have to be washed in. There is a lot of space. I like this. There's a little bit of space. The only complaint I have is that the only thing separating from the shower to the rest of the bathroom is a curtain. And I don't know if you've ever showered in your life before, but sometimes water gets places, and they do have little drains here to try and stop that, but let's be honest, it doesn't fully block it. Sometimes this whole bathroom can get pretty soaked. The really cool thing I wanted to mention, these mirrors open up and there's space. Do regular cabins do that? I honestly don't know. Now, this cruise, we decided to give Uncle the full bed. We're not gonna split it. Instead, we had the couch made, so I'll be sleeping on the couch, and it's not as comfy as that bed, but that's the hope, is because these beds can be really comfy and keep me asleep all freaking day. And I don't want that. I want to be up, exploring, enjoying the Navigator of the seas. Now, unfortunately, it is nighttime, so we can't exactly see anything out there. You'll have to take my word. It is slightly a bigger balcony, but not by much. Really just the same length that you have for a balcony, but it's just all the way across this room. So if you want to know how big it is, this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 steps across. It's pretty much double the size. Now, it is a junior suite, so it's slightly bigger. I'm not sure how much bigger than a regular accessible cabin, but because it's a junior suite, it is nicer. So there is that to keep in mind. Not all accessible cabins are gonna be this big, but Uncle really liked this cabin last time. Yes, we had this cabin last time, and I completely forgot to do a room tour. We're doing it now, and unlike typical cruise vlogs where we do it right when we get on board and get in the cabin, we're doing it at the end of the night, because we're changing things up for whatever reason. You know what I do want to mention though, is that there is no towel animal on the bed. Kind of sad, but we do have tickets for a adventure in Ensenada. I hope that today's vlog was amazing. It definitely did not go as planned. I wanted things to be a lot better, but just with showing up late, getting into the port and having a problem with the wheelchair, then having a problem with internet, and then Uncle Brian's name being completely spelled wrong. It has been definitely a very different experience for boarding. It's just a good lesson to tell you that not everything goes to plan, and be ready and be flexible, because sometimes it's gonna take a little bit of mending and you just gotta go with the flow. Yes, if the ship's amazing, that'd be great. Yes, if the staff was exceptional, it would make things better, but those aren't the pillars to make a great vacation. What makes a great vacation is those that are around you, finding new friends, and just enjoying what's around you. There's so many things to be angry about, but why would you be angry when you're on board a cruise? You're probably asking, why are you back on the Navigator of the Seas? Because it's our home away from home. I'm glad to be back. Very excited for the rest of the voyage. Make sure to check out tomorrow's video. Thank you for watching today. As always, this isn't a goodbye, but just a see ya real soon.